As I laid on that blue velvet couch, I saw brown stains on the ceiling. There must be some problem upstairs. Yes, she said, let's concentrate on healing. As I sat up to drink the offered tea, I noticed a wall socket hanging out. It only takes one spark to set a fire. True, she said. Good, just say it out loud. It's hard to be a talented and practical man, to recognize technical faults and danger. It's challenging to live with the unknowing. Among the office clerks, I'm a real stranger. It's tiring to solve their light bulb problems, to be a witness to their shiftless dependency, their hopelessness confronted with a simple task. And clumsiness is draining the hands on people mentally. Before the next session, I'll look for my tools. For most problems here, I get surely solved. There's no rush, anticipation isn't the way. It's essential, she said, the source is involved. As I put on my coat and walked to the door, I noticed duct tape where the thermostat cover was gone. Short-term solutions don't work, it needs fixing. No worries, she said, your therapy will go on. It's hard to be a talented and practical man, to recognize technical faults and danger. It's challenging to live with the unknowing. Among the office clerks, I'm a real stranger. It's tiring to solve their light bulb problems, to be a witness to their shiftless dependency, their hopelessness confronted with a simple task is draining the hands-on craft people mentally.
Hi, welcome back in the Just Sawdust workshop. It's 40 degrees and the only place where I can get some cooling down is just underneath this carport, which is overgrown with, I don't know what the plants are called, but yeah, it's really nice and cool, much better than a tarp or whatever. So having a nice glass of lemon water. So I'm making a little holder for 3 old drawers that I have, and I'm not going to use them as drawers, but I'm going to use them as boxes. I mounted the drill press, the column drill, on that table. So I make underneath the drill press there's going to be 3 boxes where I can put in all the drills and all the other stuff for the drill press. But I think it's time for a siesta. I'm gonna relax and I'll see you in an hour or two. Well, for you that's just a few seconds when I'm back in the workshop. Cheers. that's another few projects done. Yeah, I built the router table, or the router inside that flip-up table, and yeah, I think this is the best solution. Now I do need to make a few modifications, a few other things. For instance, it's like I put a clamp on because it won't close because there's a spring in here, but you know, just putting a clamp on for now. Yeah, column is on, and let's see if I can turn this around. That's the nice thing about this, I can put it in any position I want. So here are the 3 drawers with all the drill bits. Got to make handles on them. I didn't do that yet. And then there's a toolbox below here, which has the angle grinders in it. I don't know whether I'll keep it like that, but at least I can fit a toolbox. I've got my vise, and of course the router table. And that works fine. So it took me a while to get the plate at the right height because I want it to be like a millimeter or so above the table. Normally you would make it flat, but because this flexes a bit, I'm going to make a steel strip under here, and it's not going to have a fence because I use this router solely with router bits with a bearing. And most of the time there's the same router bit in it. It's already in here like from the other workshop, because it's just to do roundovers. So, but at least I've got it in and I found a spot for it. So yeah, that's pretty good. And of course I want to put the switch somewhere, maybe here on the side. That would work too, because I still got some room left here to put things. I still have like a box of files and metal saws and all that kind of stuff, so that needs to have a place. But for the rest, everything is in the workshop that should be in here. There's a bit of stuff on under a little roof I made on the outside, but that's all stuff that I'm gonna sell or give away. So there's some some flashy disco lights from another life, a few painter's easels that I don't need. I've got my own painter's easel that I've got for like 50 years, so I'm going to keep that. And yeah, the workshop is cleaned up a bit. Why wasn't there a video last week? Well, it took us about 2 weeks almost to sort out all these little parts to go in the jars. We had every screw, every bolt, every nut, every little bracket, everything, every clamp, every hinge sorted out. So now I know what I've got on materials, and I think it looks rather nice. The only problem still is, of course, the heat. We should have had a new roof on by now, well, an extra roof on top of this roof, insulated, but we made a decision to put the budget somewhere else for now. So yeah, this summer, it's gonna take a few months before I can start on that, so this summer I'll just have to do with a few fans in here and keep it under 35 degrees, then I can still be in here. But during the, you know, from about 12 until 5, Yeah, I've just got long siestas because it's too hot in here. It gets to 40, 45 degrees. You can't do anything in that. You're sweating, you can't concentrate, it's just too hot. So what I've got to do now is still paint this beam further black. There's going to be a socket on top of here. And there's going to be a little pipe here behind the drill press, so I can always put in the power here no matter where the table is. And then I've got to do some other little details, like I still haven't put a bracket on one part, and little trims, little touch-up things, paintings, and still have to do a few things with a little grinder and well, just little parts. So, but yeah, that's it for this video. Do some woodworking. It's a nice way to spend your time. Do some recycling. It's an even better way to spend your time, and I hope to start on some real projects soon. So see you in the next video at the logo.